Wait, what am I doing? What do you want me to do? Alright, previously on whatever the hell this is, there was some evil fucks in a cave, and I blew them all to pieces. Some of my friends are hurt, but I figure we got this. We totally fine. What, more? That's all I got. That's all I remember. You want some chicken?
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Welcome back! This is the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Yippee!
Oh.
A Dungeons and Dragons 5e actual play podcast.
Get your kids out. It's D20 Syndicate.
Better not bring your kids. It is a weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Seth. And around the table we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Elijah, and I play Hirstag.
I'm Tomas, and I play Tomas.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
And each week we record for your listening pleasure, and we release it for you. That's how podcasts work, folks. If you weren't aware, now you are.
We're podcasting this shit directly to you.
Right into your mind holes.
If you got holes in your mind, you might want to go get a CAT scan.
Might as well fill them in with your favorite podcast.
Might as well fill them in with your favorite cheese.
Like the D20 Syndicate podcast
cheese.
and cheese.
The D20 Syndicate cheese wheel coming to you soon from Artesian...
Sargento.
Sargento.
From Parker Brothers.
From Parker Brothers.
Milton
That's
Bradley.
good soap. All right, let's do it.
Okay, I'm
Moving on.
Immediately serious.
I'm going to do an around the campfire question. For those of you who aren't aware, Tomas is going to tell you how it works.
Every week, we pull a random question that is supposed to get us back into character, and it gives you the opportunity to learn something a little bit more about them. If you're a Patreon supporter, patron, then you can submit your own question and find out some saucy details.
That's right, folks. If you want us to be your warlock, please become our patron.
Are we doing these as the other characters?
Ooh.
Or
That could be
If
fun.
we do one as those characters, we should also do a regular one for the other ones.
I feel like we should do
But everyone's playing two characters,
Sure.
so, like,
You feeling left out?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
it'd be really boring.
Oh, yeah. The good stuff.
Okay.
Is Lance accidentally banishing the questions?
Oh, no. Lance.
Lance, not again.
Aw, you
Lance.
You also have to, tell us which group we're answering for.
Okay.
You've got the question.
Out of all of the locations visited, not counting your hometown, which location has your character been the most drawn to that they could potentially feel themselves settling down in, maybe, someday?
Yikes.
Which one had the best vibe? And we'll start with Pinwin.
I knew you were gonna do. Me and geography.
Yeah, it's real bad because I haven't even really given you guys much of a map.
I like to be where the people are.
What's the most people place?
I mean, the one with the most people would be Deepminster.
I did. Okay, yeah. So, oh man, this is a really hard question because I genuinely do just like being where the people are, where it's fun, where there's stuff to do. That's pretty fun. But I also like my home too. So, I mean, Shade Home is beautiful.
Barring your home.
Barring my home, yeah, that doesn't. Technically, I have two homes. Because we have two homes. Because Shade Home is always part of my home.
Barring Wolves Rest and Shade Home.
Double homes. Okay.
Oh, we can't use Wolves Rest?
No.
Yeah, so Deepminster would probably definitely be one, even if we were being chased by Brothian army people. It was still really fun, and that's how I met Mandoran and saw that amazing performance and that beautiful singer. Oh my god, that was just amazing. And I never did get to meet her. Oh man, that just... But That's beside the fact. I mean, is that where I shot someone in the arm, though?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's what happens when you're having fun in a town. You accidentally shoot some people. It's fine. So, yeah, probably Deepminster, maybe.
All right, a long roundabout way of getting to Deepminster. All right.
Yeah.
Herstag.
He's only been like 2
Well,
places.
He's been a lot of places.
I have. Not sure how many of those places I know the name of.
You can go ahead and describe it.
I'm assuming that Wolves Arrest would count as one of my homes in the Midland Wilds.
You have a home there, yeah.
I'd say back when Moonreach was, before it got attacked, that seemed like a nice place.
Yeah?
And I could make trips back and forth to Midland Wilds really easy. I could see myself building a house there.
Just going to be building houses everywhere.
Yep.
Just
Wherever I go.
You just like see a spot and you're just like,
Yep. It's that easy.
Willem.
Well, I'm a bit of a nomad at heart. I don't really have one favorite place that I'd reckon I hunker down in for too long. The open road is really more of my favorite place.
Was there a particular stretch of open road that you really liked?
Why didn't I
Shigara.
say Hot
Shigara.
Springs?
Yeah, so the open skies with my Sky Pirate friends and Shigara.
Yep. Very nice. Gorbel.
Hot Springs. Hot Springs.
I've always enjoyed traveling, so I would probably still like to travel around quite a bit. But I would say if I had to picture myself settling down somewhere, it would probably be Deepminster. Seems like there's a lot of money to be made there performing.
Very good. And Tomar.
Well, I had one in my head and then I...
Was it church?
Shit, what was it? Oh, well, before I got sacked, probably Roundfoot Town, because parts of it reminded me greatly of what I imagined a dwarf city would have been. Since I've never been to an actual dwarf city, it definitely gave me a sense of belonging somehow. Plus, I've been really getting along with gnomes, and I dig them. Also, when I came back from the ethereal plane, one of the first places I sought refuge in was this place called Elmhaven in the Blue Valley. And it's like the first town you get to when you go north, but it's this really quaint little town, but it's really busy and bustling because a lot of trade goes through there. It's like a main trade hub. But everyone there is just so nice and homey, and there was like a cute little farm there. So yeah, those two places were really nice, other than Wolves Rest.
Very nice. All right. Okay, so I'll ask one I've asked the regular group, but I haven't asked this group. Guys, what's something about this world that you're most curious about? What's something you've heard about? A myth, a rumor, that you have heard and are interested in learning more about, or just, maybe exploring a little bit further. And as an aside, I'll allow you this to be, as long as it's not too crazy, a little bit of world building if you so choose. Let's go with Lance.
This isn't really a myth, but I've never met one. I'd like to meet a warlock.
Why is that?
Curiosity. And also, it's none of your business.
Very well. Herc. What's a curiosity, mystery, rumor?
Potato.
Herc like potato. Herc seek potato.
Herc eat potato.
One time, bad belly.
That's a tasty spud.
Bad time. Herc curious about immortality.
Interesting.
You care to elaborate?
Can't.
Fair enough. Smoochie. Smoozog. Uncaged Wolf Wilkins. What are you most curious about in this world?
where my fucking name came from.
Well,
Was it a joke?
it's funny because as I have been asked this question before the podcast, and at that time, I was very curious about the Golden Spire. I'd heard about this hundreds of feet tall golden structure somewhere in the south, I think. But as time has gone on, and I've heard more about Wurkarag from Tomar, I'm interested in seeing what that place is all about. So I would like to go there with him one day.
Cool. Hey, Maury, why don't you tell me about something you're curious about?
Well,
I like the hands.
I'm kind of interested in more about the carnal arts.
The arts, you say?
Yes, because
Are you saying this looking at Pinwin?
I've had a fair tussle in the hay every now and then. But this one time, I found myself in a forest. And I was just walking by, I was totally lost. And in this weird pool, there were just a bunch of naked elves. And their bodies were intertwined in a way that I did not see possible until then. Ever since I saw that, I was like, I gotta learn more about that. So I've been looking up books and trying to find out more, but I still haven't. But one day, Mud Fury, she will tame that beast.
Mudfurry's gonna rock out with their fun bun and her mud gun.
Hey, Lewin, what are you the most curious about in this world?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Obviously, something that I'm curious about is, who am I? Definitely is top of that list. But overall, I think I would like to know where I've been, what I've seen, and the intent of other people and the people I've been with, and if these people are good or if they're bad. And
I mean, we're kind of undecided on that anyway. So.
And
Just a bunch of murder hobos at this point.
I'm curious to know what my place is in this world.
Man, I really should have ended on Maury because that was very somber, but really good.
One day when you figure that out, then that'll give you a bunch of free time to explore the carnal arts.
And
It's
the carnal
canon.
Did you know that elves, funny bits, they can bend and wiggle around? I saw it. It's
Seth
like
said with
Twister.
Maury.
It's like a pretzel.
What's a pretzel?
It's like this. You had never had one? You take this dough and you twist it all around and you put it in a stove. And you dump a bunch of hot sauce on it. And that's a pretzel.
Christ.
Thank you for that.
It's part of the carnal arts.
It's an aphrodisiac.
Stick it in your pooper.
All right.
A pretzel
So-
pooper.
A poop and a scoot.
A poop and a scoot.
I'll have a poop and a scoop.
One, please.
I'll have what she's having.
It's a poop and a scoot. All right.
It's just a turd on a scooter.
All right. So anyway,
Back to the carnal arts.
You're
welcome
now
to
the
the
Carnal Arts
never
podcast.
let me talk about poop ever.
I don't like poop talk. It's just my thing. Not into it.
Hey, when we're done, just
I can
talk
talk
to
about
Sam.
Yeah, just. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Sam thinks poop is fucking hilarious, so you
This
guys
is
can
good
go nuts.
information.
You guys are just cloistered away up there.
You guys can go fucking nuts.
All right. So here we are in the cavern. We've got Herc, we've got Maury, we've got Pinwin, we've got Hirstag, we've got Lance. Let's so yeah, you guys are in the cavern. You've got two people bleeding out. And yeah,
Who's bleeding out?
You got
Zyko
Vocha
and
Zyko.
Vocha.
Yeah.
Question: do we know that? And can we see the door?
Maury was yelling
three,
help.
Yeah, you three do not notice
We didn't
this.
hear.
Guys! Your friends!
Friends.
That you can actually, now that it's quieted down and it's a cavern, you can hear that.
Guys,
it's they're bleeding up here!
we need to leave now.
them!
We have.
think they need
Maury, shut the fuck up! My God, you never shut up.
I'm sorry. Look at him, he's bleeding, he's our boss.
Yeah, you're hysterics.
Do you have
anything? Hysterics right now.
You're
I
a
hate it.
mage, do something.
Can you all get down here fast, and then we can all go through the door, and then I can cast Healing Spirit?
What door? We need to go now, though.
We do need to go. There's a door down here in the pool before that thing comes back.
What's she saying?
There is door. We must abscond.
Did anyone see the door but me?
Hurry!
Yeah,
get
you
down
three
here.
saw it. You
okay.
three saw the door. They have not seen it.
If you can get down here, I'll heal you.
Bring wounded.
I'm not hurt. What is she talking? What is he talking about?
You seem really pleased by that.
Lance, could you take them down and have them healed?
Pause real fast. FYI, everybody, it's we kind of said it out loud, but everyone's under the impression that Lance is a wizard. So just that's what everyone believes.
What? He's not?
He's a wizard.
Oh. Okay.
So
Well, that seemed like he's not a wizard. So.
Well, that seems like that's not a truth.
Oh, that's why I was wondering.
I mean, the dragon
warlocks.
wings seem kind of out of
I'm
place.
not a warlock.
And that's what a warlock would say.
Well, now Pinwin doesn't trust me.
Call the Inquisition!
quick, they can help.
Where's that bitch? Lance!
She's a fucking Cylon.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are yelling at each other from two different levels. What's the plan?
You've got wings. Can you just take them down?
Yeah, I can take the one who doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds.
Who? How much is what weigh?
That makes me smile a little bit.
What?
How much does Vocha weigh?
Vocha's a sturdy, muscular dude.
That's what I thought.
He's probably like 200 pounds.
How much does Zyko weigh? Is he still skinny?
Yeah, he's not as skinny as he used to be. He's about the same, but he's taller.
How much can you
He
carry?
also has armor on.
How do you
Yeah.
find out your carrying capacity?
I think it would just be what your normal carrying capacity is. So
Which we don't know. What is it? How do you
not
do
much.
it?
You don't know.
because you don't have much for strength.
Hold on.
Well, I have wings, so I can at least slow the fall.
Does the door look
Fucking
easy
Mary
to
Poppins
open?
down
It's already
there.
open.
Oh, fuck.
It already opened. Yeah.
Is there any way to climb down?
I'm gonna start running forward.
Give me a perception check.
Your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15.
There are stairs to the right.
So
300 pounds.
Lance is
not
flying,
bad.
right?
My perception was 12.
12. You don't see a way to climb down, and now, but you are noticing that everything's starting to feel a little light. You can feel like a.
I lean towards the edge of the hole. Can anybody teleport us?
I only have one dimension door left, I think.
What?
I pick up.
Speak louder!
Little one, can you help them?
I grab Vocha
Let me
under
think.
the arms.
Okay.
You shouldn't have eaten so many cookies.
Fat point. And he's just like spitting up more blood. You've now noticed that Zyko is unconscious.
Again?
Come on. Psycho.
How many people are up there that we need to
Can't
bring
hold his
down?
liquor.
Maury, Zyko, and Vocha.
I have one dimension.
I'm getting. Lance is taking Vocha down.
Okay, so you start flapping your wings.
Yep, and I'm holding under his arms.
So you guys on the ground, you three see Lance descending with, like, I imagine Lance like not moving at all except for his wings. He's just holding Vocha. So you just see these big red dragon wings, and he's just slowly flying down to the ground.
Okay, I'm going to cast Dimension Door at 4th level to go up and get Zyko.
And you only
Can I
have
go up
one.
to
Don't you
there?
only have one left?
Yeah.
How do you get back down?
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
That's a free boot.
I wild shape into a giant eagle again. And I go up and grab
Hirstag
both
the
of them.
useful.
Yes, so Hirstag. So as you're descending, Hirstag is ascending, and you guys pass each other.
During this whole time, I'm
That
running
would've been
over to
nice
the door.
for you to mention before.
Hi, Big Bed! And I hop onto it.
So yeah, you see Zyko unconscious on the ground there,
I'll
bleeding out.
pick him up in my talons,
Okay.
Squeeze real hard.
squeeze very gently, and I will carry them down into the cavern.
Okay, so then this giant eagle descends with a very erratic-looking gnome on top and an unconscious Zyko hanging from its talons. And you guys all land next to the large, open, ornate door in the floor.
As I see them all coming down, I'm gonna jump in
The
the door.
You're just gonna jump in?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pinwin immediately just jumps into this door.
I'm gonna drop my
Little
form. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to cure.
With Shadow, of course.
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
We don't have time.
Yeah, do it later, bring him in.
They're bleeding out.
We have seconds left. That thing is coming back.
But they're like, Zyko's dying. I'm gonna give him a balm. 5 health points.
6 seconds.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come
mean,
on.
That was a
need-
bonus action.
Let's
Now what?
3 seconds.
Now we gotta go through that door, I guess.
Do it.
I'm still holding Vocha.
Why do we have such a limited time?
Why? Oh my god.
Oh my god, I do not know why I need to explain this now. I banished that creature. It's coming back.
How long?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
love you.
About 8 seconds less now.
We must make haste.
All right, I guess we're jumping through that door.
So you guys are jumping in the
Peace
door?
off!
Maury jumps into the door, I assume.
I lean to Vocha. Where the fuck did the wolves find this guy?
I don't know, he's not all bad. He put out that fire, remember?
Is he? Yeah, but is he like? I don't know.
Why are you talking to
A
the guy
little
that's
dumb.
bleeding out?
Maybe we could continue this conversation inside the door, Lance.
I know. I'm sorry.
Shall we?
That 8 seconds is up because you were talking shit on her
I
stat.
was still moving.
Farts into existence.
So you go into the door?
Yeah.
Hirstag, what are you doing?
I was the biggest
I
supporter of going into the
I already
door.
went in the door.
Okay, Herc, you in the door?
I am indoors.
So you guys all jump down into this hole in the floor, and you feel yourself falling.
Forever.
Sweet.
And after a few moments, you all land in water.
Oh, phew.
In the dark. And at that moment you hear like and the little bit of light that was left has now sealed as that creature has returned up above you, covering the door.
Can I see anything with my goggles on?
So you put your goggles on. You seem to be in a very like a shaft. A circular shaft
He's only talking about Shad.
that is about the same diameter as the door. So like 20 feet in circumference. And you guys are all kind of crowded in here, floating on top of this water.
Oh, well, we're not underwater?
No, I mean, if you don't swim, you could go underwater.
Can we see any land?
No, it is like rock wall all the way around you.
I don't want to die.
We only doggy paddle.
Can I try to investigate for a doorway out aside from the one we came through?
Yeah, if you would like to investigate the...
Whoops.
Can anybody help Vocha?
Oh. I'll cast Healing Spirit at a 6th level.
All right.
So we're gonna do some business, but guys, I'm running low. So that's 5d6.
How do you cast it?
How do I cast? Okay, so I take out my lute and I play a calming melody
In
as
the
kind
water?
of-
I
oh,
imagine him just floating on his back.
Oh, that would actually be pretty cute.
You
Yeah.
you can cast in water. Just
With
so you know.
a guitar?
You don't need to
float.
be. You don't necessarily
I'm
need
super
to be playing
dexterous.
it.
So yeah, we'll
As long
just,
as you
I
have
like
it.
I like the flavor of it, like Pinwin tipping onto his back and like doing a little slow paddle on his back and
sure.
just do 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 do
As
do.
little tiny
Around
fake
the
creatures
group.
come out and kiss the wounds.
And then these little fake creatures just.
Okay, whoops. 8
Great.
to start. 8 plus 3, so 11 for the first round.
Okay. I mean, if you're gonna sit there and cast it, it'll fully heal.
Cool.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, if it's for 10 rounds,
news.
it'll definitely fully heal.
All right, that's good.
So
Or not fully heal, but enough to. We'll do the average. So
Okay.
if it's
what's
five,
the average for?
5d6.
Yeah,
5d6
5d6
for
times
10.
10.
So
Yeah.
the average of 5d6 would be
150.
There we go, 150.
So, yeah,
Everyone inside of there
fully heal.
healed for 150,
Heck yeah.
including Zyko.
Thank you, fake creatures. I love you.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody in
Sick.
that radius, right? That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Within 5 feet of the spirit.
So as long as you're by me.
I imagine you guys are all clustered together in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
What's
you
good as fuck?
guys are floating in this water.
Can I stop holding you now?
I mean, if you really want to.
You're very warm.
Well, that's probably all the blood.
You look great, boss.
Thanks, Maury.
It's dark in here, Maury.
And now we'll look
I
for
can see
a
him
door.
just fine. Maybe you can't with your elf eyes. You jagon?
Okay, that felt personal.
It was.
Guys,
I don't
Please.
trust a mage.
let's keep that for other times. We've got a situation here we got to figure out.
He's not
Okay.
like us, boss.
I rolled 19 for perception for a door, or do you want me to roll investigation?
Well, perception would get you not much because you're in a cylindrical shaft. So we'll say
Okay.
investigation.
14 then?
14 for investigation.
Can I use my wings kind of like flippers and try to feel around, like dive deep and feel around for maybe some kind of passage?
Um,
And if you say no, I'm going to try it anyway.
it'll be an athletics check, but yes. So while Pinwin is feeling around on the walls, you want to dive down deep.
Oh my god, I have such bad athletics. I did not realize I was like this. Well, here goes nothing.
Okay.
How big around is this hole?
20 feet in circumference.
Oh, yeah, there you
It's
go.
a 19.
Okay, so 19. So while Pinwin is feeling around on the walls, you guys watch as Lance just dives below the surface.
Gonna get his book wet. Won't be able to see shit then.
Huh? Do you find a door?
What?
Do you find a door?
Me? No, I ain't.
Are you looking?
Is anybody else going to be doing anything in this moment?
I tread water.
Okay.
You know, my philosophy, Pinwin, is
I'm gonna
if you can't see a door, you make one.
start ritually casting water breathing. on
Okay.
all of us.
Okay, how long does that take?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I imagine the only way out is going to be down. So,
Okay, so Pinwin, you don't find anything while investigating the walls except for a weird-looking dry bloodstain.
Can I investigate the bloodstain closer?
In closer investigation, you can see that not only is it a stain, but it's a handprint.
Oh. Uh-oh, guys, there's a handprint here? It's so bloody.
Lance, we'll assume that you only go down at half the amount of air that you need. So you go down for 2 minutes. And so in 2 minutes, you descend for 2 minutes. And you're able to get about 110 feet down. And there's still no end in sight.
That's a bunch of feet.
All right. So after 4 minutes, you guys see break through the surface.
Did you see anything?
No. It's deep as fuck.
I stand by what I said.
What?
What are you doing?
Getting tired.
oh, I'm
If you can't find a door, you make a door.
Can you make a door?
I'm casting water breathing
Why
right
haven't you
now,
made a door
so
this whole time?
so we can swim down further and investigate.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
like what
All
he's
right.
I forgot to say anything, but yeah,
Let's
I'm
go.
casting a spell.
I'm
How-
swimming in.
How long does that take?
10 minutes. You were down there for 4, so we have about 6 minutes left.
What do you guys
Give
want
or
to talk
take.
about?
Oh my god.
What do you guys like to do?
I'm swimming down already.
Below the surface of the water?
Heal
Or
my
swimming
friends,
down as
go
far
on
as I can
adventures.
go.
Herc like potato.
It-
We have the water
I know you
breathing
like
thing.
It's not done
potatoes.
casting yet.
Remember, we used to eat
Oh.
potatoes together.
It's got 6 more minutes.
Have
Takes
potato
10 minutes.
more?
Okay.
I just have chicken on me right now. I'm sorry.
Not
Your chicken's
potato.
gonna be wet.
I like wet chicken.
Can I
Did you
try
check
to
your
use
book? Your
survival
book's
to look
probably
around
right
this?
there.
My book is fine.
What were you gonna say?
Can I try to use survival to look around that bloody handprint while we wait then?
I mean, your investigation
anything
gave you
else?
about the amount that you would discern. Survival, you know that this water is old and very, very It was stagnant until you guys got into it, but it's not like doesn't seem like a natural water source.
It's blood.
It's water.
Was monster defecating into hole?
Oh my
Buddy,
god.
Buddy, I don't know what you're saying.
You look so apologetic about it too.
Are we?
I stop treading water and I make a sign with my hands.
Bloop.
Are we in a monster's toilet?
Oh, I
These-
don't
these-
think so. This water looks old, but I don't
You guys
think
aren't.
it's
Yeah, you guys aren't
monster.
smelling anything bad. It smells like old stagnant water.
Which
But it's-
is bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
Shadow, how are you doing?
Did the door close?
Shadow.
He's just dog paddling right there.
Oh,
just-
this is what we trained for. It's fine. Yeah, we're good.
But he looks like he's having a good time still.
Yeah.
He's just like making little mini circles.
It's been a while since we got to swim.
It's been a while. Can we still like see and or hear the monster writhing on top of the hole, or did the door close?
The door
underneath it.
did not close underneath it.
Oh.
It's just up there. So you can occasionally hear like a shuffling noise, but it seems to have gone into a state of like relaxation or
Not
rest.
giving a fuckery.
Yeah.
It is sleepy.
You know, wherever it was, it had a good time. That's all he needed, just a vacation.
He is satiated now.
All right. 10
And
minutes
it's
has
done.
passed. All right. So Hirstag starts glowing green. And suddenly you guys feel as though you can breathe underwater.
Woo!
All right, you gotta stay here. And then I'm gonna dip down.
And Voch is like, Maury, why don't we
I
wait?
said I was gonna dip down.
I was always
She always does
also
this.
gonna
Once I
dip.
realized it,
Why don't we all dip down? Let's just dip down.
Yeah, we're all down.
You're not gonna want to dip down. I don't know you're there because I dipped down first.
Well,
But I'm gonna swim down about 40 feet,
Okay.
and I'm gonna place a BB charge on the wall of the lining of the cave.
So everybody is descending a little bit, but
And then I'm gonna like stop swimming and float back up, and
And
then I'm gonna see them.
everybody's gonna
swimming
see. Everybody's swimming downwards, and you guys all watch as Maury's ascending.
down. And I'm like,
There's more to be going.
it's
Give
a
me
20-foot radius.
So Herc and Lance, give me a history check.
Is this a history of Maury's stupid
Books.
choices?
Check them out. Ooh, that's
But add an advantage, sorry.
Roland.
Oh, advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about the same. But Herc's got a lot of history. 19.
Woohoo!
so much history.
28.
Maury set a fucking depth charge down there.
Australian.
My sigh bubbles up to the surface.
Yeah, up at the surface, Maury, as you break, you can just see this bubble. This really exasperated Lance sigh.
Did I see them all swimming up?
Yeah, you see them starting to turn around and
I'll
swim back
try to look
up
at
with
everybody under
Shadow.
the water and point up in
I'm
a
calling out
frantic
to Maury
manner.
as she passes. It's okay, you can breathe underwater. Breathe. And I'm gonna continue swimming.
I grab.
what's the time frame on that again?
6 seconds.
So
I
as you
grab
guys-
Hirstag by the foot.
So
and
as
yank
you
him
grab
up.
Hirstag by the foot and yank, a loud explosion happens, forcing you guys back up to the top for a moment. And as you break, all of a sudden, the water is now receding very quickly. So you guys pop up, and then all of a sudden are now descending at a great
Maury's like,
speed.
Maury, Stop! We just went over this. A little warning is...
Give
I
me
just told you to stay
dexterity
up
saves.
here.
Dexterity saves all around.
Oh, man.
18.
18.
24.
5.
17.
Okay, so everybody...
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it is 17.
Everybody but Hirstag, you guys are like basically able to kind of move in a way that's not as dangerous. You guys kind of see where this water's heading. Hirstag, you're caught in the undertow here, and you get sucked right through this hole. You guys watch him disappear, and then slowly you guys level out to where this water has receded, and just below the hole's line, it's still like a misting, smoky hole from where the water has kind of put out the explosion, but you guys just watched him disappear into this hole. So you guys, here's the hole. You guys are slightly below the level of the hole.
Oh my! Where did this door come from? I never knew.
Hirstag! I'm
I
gonna try
did
to.
That's how it's.
Herc's gonna dunk Maury.
You've never been good at modesty.
I'm gonna. So the hole is slightly above where we are?
Yeah, so here's the hole. Here's you guys floating, because the water all went out to just about this level, slightly below. So you're basically level with the hole.
Oh, okay. Well, me and
get in
Shadow
the
are
hole.
gonna swim over to the hole and try to chase after Hirstag really fast.
So you like kind of swim up, and you see that there is like a big, like,
There's just
sloping.
There's just a beard left.
Just ripped my beard off.
It got caught in a crack, and he just.
Ooh, we should roll to see if I was dangling by my beard in that hole.
Well, we'll get to that part, because this is a sloping hole into darkness.
It's a slide into hell.
Are you gonna slide down? Mm-hmm. So Pinwin and Shadow climb up and just slide off into the darkness.
Little one.
Into another
Wait.
monster.
It is too
I'll
late.
climb in. I'll check out the hole.
I lift Maury up into the hole.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I offer to lift everybody else up into the hole.
And then Maury offers to lift you up into the hole. Oh, I can do it.
Vocha like stands next to him. I'll help you out here. And so both of you guys lift Herc into the hole.
I mean, one curious thing, Maury does have 20 strength.
she's super strong.
Yeah.
That's rad.
And yeah, you guys would know.
And
that.
she will choke a bitch.
So you guys descend slightly into this hole, and then all of a sudden, it's slippery. Give me dexterity saves, everyone, except for Pinwin and Hirstag.
Oh.
17.
15.
14.
You also have wings, just in case.
This is a good point.
Both Zyko and Vocha down the hole. And Lance, you also slip, and you slide down the hole into the darkness. Maury and Herc, you're left up there.
We should probably give chase.
You want to slide? Can I ride on your back?
Hop on.
Oh, yeah.
So Maury climbs onto Herc's back.
Face first, buddy. Let's do this.
No.
Oh. I'm going face first.
And Maury
I'll hold on
lays
to your butt. Let's go.
I sit down and push myself off.
and you guys slide into the hole.
The end.
Is it fun?
Into darkness.
Into fire. It's a lot
We're
of fire.
all dead.
And that was all that was left of the cast coming.
Anyway,
We never
And
saw
so
them
did
again.
Hirstag.
back to the Wolves of Moonreach.
You guys slide down for quite a while, and then you end up tumbling out into another little rocky crevasse. But this one's low ceilinged, maybe 6 feet. So Herc, this is going to be a tight fit for you. You're all there. Hirstag, you're a little worse for wear, but the water kind of receded and seeped into the ground, and now you guys are kind of, even though it's a rocky crevasse, there's a lot of mud in here.
This place sucks.
But you guys notice that you're in a hallway of sorts. It's a pathway to somewhere.
Less than ideal.
Oh, it's better than staying in that water chute.
Hirstag, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Got sucked through that hole.
We have to find the rest of them.
There's a couple of tufts of beard missing, but
I'm going to try to see if I can see anything of note in the hallway, like a door.
okay, give me a perception check.
Okay. 17.
It looks like a pretty standard cave trail, like kind of pathway. It's definitely wide enough for you guys to travel in, but it looks featureless pretty much both directions. It's
Does
hard
it look
to tell.
like part of the building we've been in still?
No, it definitely seems like it's an underground like tunnel of some kind.
Okay.
And you do, from looking around, you can see that there have been people who have moved through here before.
Just let me know, boss, and I will make us a new door.
Nope.
Anytime.
Nope.
Maybe we
we're
should
good.
just hold off for just a bit on the new door.
Okay.
Let's see what's down this hall.
Which direction do you think?
I'll follow
There's
him.
directions?
I like watching.
We could go left. We could go right.
When in doubt, I always say left, but I probably should check the tracks, huh? I rolled a 20.
Oh, nice. So, with your survival check, you are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like 39.
Yeah, you see a indicator, almost imperceptibly so, that there you see one little boot print, and the boot print is heading down the direction to the right.
All right, looks like we're going right instead.
All right, let's go. And then I walk up and I grab Pinwin's hand.
Wait, Pinwin.
Yeah?
Did you see tracks?
Yeah, there was a track this way.
What
Little boot.
kind?
Little boot.
What size would you say?
10 and a half.
I mean, like little.
Like humanish, probably. Roughly humanoid size, medium creature.
Typical medium preacher, that kind of thing. And I appreciate you, and I love you. My hands get really sweaty when I walk, and I just kind of need my space, okay? You've done great work. Thanks for getting us through here.
I walk up to Maury and offer my hand instead.
I'm just kidding. Okay, fine. I'll hold his other, her other hand.
Do you take Herc's hand as well?
Yeah, but so the three for a second,
Just keep up.
I give Pinwin a really hurt and reproachful look, like what just happened? What the fuck was that?
So now the three of you are walking arms akimbo. Lance, Vocha, Zyko, and Hirstag see you guys toddling off into the distance.
You smell good.
Thanks.
What
Guys,
is that?
be careful. We don't know if somebody's up there.
You're such a killjoy, Lance.
And you're predatory.
Nothing's gonna get past me. It's all good.
Rory the Predatory. I like that.
We notice
Predatory Rory.
anything?
Maury, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, we both said Rory.
Speaking of Rory,
No,
there
it was a
this-
soft R.
There was this gnome in Wolves Rest that I saw. He looked pretty good.
Cool. So was that? I mean, maybe we gotta talk about this
Trying to make
later.
Pinwin jealous.
Do we see?
So great.
He also has red hair, and he's a gnome.
That's fun. Red hair's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is there any doors?
You don't see any doors.
Anything?
It's just an empty trail and a bunch of awkwardness.
Any tracks?
Give me another survival. Actually, no, that was good enough. You in a little while, like you go down a few minutes and you see another couple of boot prints. And the weird part is that they are in the freshly made mud.
Who could this be? There's just one, so it's not a whole
Hirstag,
group.
did you come down here and then pop back and shit?
No, where you guys saw me, that's where I landed.
There's a print.
Put your foot in there.
That's not
It's not my
Hirstag's foot.
Oh. Oh.
He was back here, right?
I don't
So-
know.
I mean, I don't know. Well, let's keep moving.
Lead the way.
There's people down here somewhere.
Well,
Yeah, we're
if there
following
are,
something.
then we'll just blow them up.
Or shoot him.
Well,
I like
We're
that.
not going back up the other way, so I guess.
on violence.
Hey,
I'm with Herc here. I think we should
I'm
probably.
usually with
That is so
too.
unlike you, Herc. Remember that tavern fight we were in? You started it,
He may have started it, but he didn't throw a single punch.
didn't he?
No, that was all you, Maury.
He's kind of a pacifist most of the time.
Wow, it's really
You're
nice.
blowing my mind right now.
It's really
Have you
nice.
have you seriously never noticed after all the time we've been together?
Maybe it's all the bottles that I've been struck with.
That would do it every
kind
time.
of go into a blind fury every time you drink.
I am a mud fury, though. That's probably why.
So Herrick, do you think... Are we baddies? I've been reflecting on this. What do you think?
This is too deep a philosophical discussion to have at present moment. We should continue.
Yeah, we should keep looking. Yeah, we'll have to chat later. Okay.
Pinwin, if it's any consolation, I don't think you're baddies at all.
Oh, thanks, Poacher.
Pinwin, all I know.
I try not to be. What?
I like that.
All I
I thought you
know.
were just going to ignore more.
What?
All I know. And then I start, like, rubbing his hand with my thumb. Is that if somebody steps up on you, you do not back down. And you show them what for.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of nothing.
Exactly.
That creature was kind of creepy, though. But,
You're so brave.
do we see anything?
No.
Everything
you just-
offer to hold.
So
Yeah.
Where you going, big boy?
Herrick removes his hand from...
As seeing Herrick, I'm gonna take mine back. It's that sweaty feeling I mentioned before.
Maury, you were suddenly aware of another person standing next to you with their hand out. And you look up and you see Zyko smiling at you.
Oh, another ginger. And I squeeze his hand and trot along.
He squeezes back like he doesn't know his own strength, but like he just thinks that's the normal state of things.
I squeeze back even harder.
he looks at you. He looks at you.
You little kid.
Someone's hand pops off.
Are we doing hand squeezes? Because I'll squeeze your hand right off there.
That's cute. This little guy, he's cute.
Then I squeeze really hard.
Okay, give me a strength roll. Oh, you won.
16.
Fucking break Zyko's hand.
Ow. this little guy, he's got a bit of a grip on him.
I'm not a guy. And you'll do well to remember that.
Zyko, word of advice, disengage.
He like tries to remove his hand.
I thought the whole time I thought he was like a lost kid. She lost kid.
Me too.
Nice.
For like the first year.
Do we see anything?
Now you're seeing a few more footsteps. They seem to be belonging to probably one individual, but they keep heading in the same direction.
I really hope this is the right way. I hope they can get us to our friends.
And after a few moments...
There's only one set of footprints?
Yep, one set of footprints. And after a few minutes,
Jesus.
you guys...
I didn't see
Come
any
to a-
footprints on the water.
not yet.
What? You leave footprints on the water?
Yeah. Jesus would leave footprints on the water.
Because of the oil on his skin?
Because he can walk on water.
Because he's
Stupid.
an oily?
Don't you know Jesus?
Never met the gent.
So yeah, you guys continue on, and then...
That guy?
Oh, that guy, yeah. Oh, sorry.
The smiling fucking stick figure.
The holy guy.
On the
Yeah,
cross.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you guys travel down a few more minutes, and you final out into another large opening. But at the end of this opening is a big, ancient-looking stone altar.
Oh, man, there were so many fucking adjectives happening.
And there's torches lit all the way up the stairs that go up about 60 feet. And at the top of the altar, you guys see a swaying
No! No!
and gyrating form.
No! I have no smell slots.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
And you guys just hear him go, "Oh, hey, guys. Now we're going to switch to the other group."
No!
So you guys can switch back to your normal characters.
Oh, weird.
Well, you three can. You've got Lewin. You've got Smoozig. Oh, you made him for the other two, too?
Smells po.
No.
Oh,
I just know that we're going to have to roll initiative again at some point.
that's true.
Things might work out well.
Oh, yeah, I guess you never know.
Yeah, we're just going to talk it out.
He
Okay.
looks trapped.
So, you guys, you, Tomar, Smoochie, Willem, Lewin, and Gorbel are standing in a field of beautiful tulips, multicolored. As far as you can see are hills just filled with tulips. It's a beautiful day. The only unsettling thing is the creature sitting in a throne made of vines and thorns.
This is ominous. Good thing our friends are safe. At least we can take comfort in their total and assured safety.
But we're right there.
You're right there in front of him.
How were you waiting for
Yeah,
us?
can
How did
you
you know we
read-
were coming?
Well,
I'm going to slowly make my way around. Take a wide berth
Okay.
around towards the back of the throne.
Okay, you start doing that.
well, I've been waiting here for a very long time. I remember you all from when you first entered the chamber.
Of secrets. He's a basilisk.
Have we met before?
Chamber?
We have, but
The
you don't
chamber.
remember me.
Where did we meet?
When you were all young children, you might not recall.
Hadrian?
We've spent some time here when you were all children, after you all climbed into the pool, touching the stone.
Did
Oh,
we forget about this?
that's right.
And he raises his hand, and you guys are all instantly filled with this memory of finding
All of us?
all of you
Ah!
have this memory of finding this exact same field of flowers, and this gentleman who sits in the chair would still sit there, but you guys would come and talk to him, and you remember staying for a very long time. In fact, it's really difficult for you to remember now how long exactly it was, but it seemed like a very, very long time that you stayed here. And you're immediately filled with this sense of nostalgia, and the memories start flooding back in of who he is. And you remember that he was something of a father figure to you for a time, but you're not sure exactly on the details. But you do remember, all of you, instantly, as he raised his hand, that you had been here for a very long time learning from him. And he, in fact, you're realizing now that how it just seemed like you had this inkling of what you wanted to pursue, whether it was being a bard or being a fighter or becoming someone who travels on the road. You learned from him. And you remember when he bid you farewell and you guys exited the pool. Much, much longer of a time than you thought originally.
We're not being charmed, right? Because I have advantage against that.
You were not being charmed.
Okay, just checking.
Lewin, you were overcome. This is the first memory you've had since awakening in Wolves Rest.
Do you know what happened after?
After what?
After then. What did I do? Where did I go?
I do not know, Lewin. But I do know that I've been waiting for you all for a very, very long time to return,
Why?
to sit here at my feet and talk to me.
I mean, based on these new memories, that sounds like it could be, good and probably healthy for us to catch up a little bit. But we kind of have a bit of a mission.
Yes.
Some major shit is going down. I don't know if you've been out to this, the outside in a while.
I have not.
Where are we?
You are here in my plane now. Doesn't it seem familiar, comforting to be here?
It's nice to remember something.
Why is it that we had no memory of this, and all of a sudden we do?
Those memories cannot travel with you outside of this plane. When you leave this plane, you won't remember anything that has happened here.
When we were children, we were only gone for a few seconds.
No, you were here for hundreds of years.
Hundreds?
Time is different here in my plane. I imbued you with everything that you held dear everything you pursued, I facilitated that. You told me of your wants and desires for when you grew, and I helped you awaken to that achievement.
Why did you help us?
Because all of you are destined for the final battle.
How do you play into this?
I am just here as a teacher, someone to educate and elucidate that which lies dormant in your memory.
What are you?
I am one of what you might refer to as one of the oldest gods here.
What did we call you?
You called me father.
Gorbel's that your daddy? Your real daddy, Gorbel?
Shut up.
And Tomar, you're listening, but you skirt around the outside and you realize...
Is he plugged into something? Can I pull the plug?
You realize so he's right here, and you realize as you come around to this side, all of a sudden, you're back in the front, and you can see everybody. Almost as if you cannot actually see around the back side of his throne. It's like you went through a portal.
What is the purpose of us being here if we're not going to remember anything when we leave? We need knowledge that we can use for whatever this final battle is you're talking about.
I will allow you to remember when you leave, but you must do something for me.
What do you need?
Shoes tied? Suck your dick?
I need you all to destroy the great adversary.
Dude, that's exactly what I want.
That's kind of like our whole thing.
That's... The great adversary you speak of is not the true great adversary.
Did I destroy him?
No. Much like this creature that plagues you, that was just an element of him. A shard trapped in another plane. A fraction of his power and his personality. The true great adversary would never allow someone to leave his realm and would never allow you to live. The true great adversary is coming, and he will wreak havoc on the entire world if he's allowed.
How do we stop him or know who he is?
Or where he is?
This one that plagues you, the one who dances, he is working to remove the barriers that keep the great adversary at bay. If he is allowed to unleash him, there will be no stopping it.
How do we stop him, Calcifer?
You must destroy the pieces of his life source that he has imbued with his soul.
Horcruxes.
One you already carry. One lies out in the ocean to the northeast, outside of the city, called Deepminster.
Is it that thing they built?
It houses...
What's the one we own?
The one you own is the one that Tomar carries. The Nightmare Diamond.
How do we destroy it?
Does the Nightmare Diamond react at all to what's going on? Or?
It doesn't. You must find and forge a weapon that is capable of destroying these pieces of his soul, these fractured elements.
Are there any others?
Just 3. The one you have, the one to the northeast, and the one that I will give you. But I need something in return other than your promise.
This deal is changing every time. I've altered the deal.
I need one of you to stay behind.
What? For what?
I am nearing the end of my time. And I need one of you to stay behind and take my place.
I will.
Wait.
No, Lewin, you shouldn't.
Where?
I don't.
I lost the lineage stone. It's A lot of this trouble is probably my fault.
Willem,
Hold on. Should we just believe what this guy is saying to us?
You have the memories, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah, but
remember this.
this
could
is
have
the
been
only thing I
Might have been
remember.
planted. Yeah, there's no saying that what this guy is saying is real. Like, I mean, none of us remembered anything until he showed us something. It could have easily been a vision or something.
Tomar Ironfist, you have always been so stubborn. I'm not offended. This is your nature. It is something that I nurtured. Without your stubborn melodrama, none of you would be here where you are today. In fact, every aspect of all of your personalities has brought you here. Without me nurturing that aspect of you, you all would have failed. Even you, Willem, leaving. That played a part. There are many lines in this world and in fate. I can see many of them. But in order to follow the one most and best suited for the survival of everyone, you'll have to believe me and you'll have to trust me. I don't expect you to, Tomar.
Okay,
Can
hold
you
on.
prove it to us in any way?
Okay. Who does Tomar love?
And he kind of stares. And in your mind, Tomar, an image is concocted. You see a dwarf woman, young, and you see her in many different phases. You see her alive, and then you see her later when you saw her on the other side.
I turn away. Where's Workrag?
Workrag is one aspect of me. I've been called many names, but Workrag was my fury, my stubbornness, and my drive. I separated myself much like the great adversary and much like the one who plagues you in order to survive.
What about the mountain? Why did they lead us? Well, I mean, why were we supposed to go there? Why did we get lured to the Belderock? Why? Why did you appear then? What is the point of all this?
I do not have the answers of what my shard would have shown you, would have told you. It is an aspect of me, but we do not...
Ah! And then I kick a bunch of flowers.
What's the flower's HP?
Is dead.
Oh, no.
I hurt the flower.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of destiny. Why are we so important? What does this have to do with us?
Do you know who's meant to stay? Do you know who's going to? Can you see the future?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a choice. It needs to be a choice. However, I will answer your other question. The reason it has to be you is simply because you were the ones who came here. You were the ones who sought it out. You were the ones who were drawn, whether you knew it or not, to the stone in the cave. You chose that whether you believed you were choosing or not. You were compelled. You came here. You learned from me, and then you left. Your fate is sealed. You can leave and choose not to do anything, but if you do, this entire world will be destroyed.
What about my power that you took away?
If you go to the mountains where you lost your love, you might find answers there.
If you can see his past, why can't you see mine?
I can see your past.
What happened to me? Where have I been? Why can't I remember anything? Who am I?
A great, great power removed an aspect of your soul as well, Lewin. The part of your self that stores your memories, your heart, your charisma, your mind, that which really, truly made you you, exists somewhere else.
Where? How do I get it back? Can I get it back?
You cannot.
Then it should be me.
No. And I draw my bow, and I shoot at Lewin's feet to stop her from moving anywhere else. And it creates a web that makes her stick.
Does she need to save to do that?
19.
Okay.
So you would need to make a 19 dex save?
11.
Okay, so you are ensnared by the web, Lewin.
What are you doing?
You have a chance to start over, to be whatever it is that you want, to discover whatever it is that you want to become, or try and regain what you were. You need to have that chance.
But
and I turn to
Willem, her soul is missing or something.
Father.
No, we need.
You're leaving your whole life.
You can't.
I walk up to the.
You can't make
man
this choice for everyone
in the chair. Do whatever it is that needs to be done. I'm
freeze
surrendering
him in place.
myself.
So what do you cast?
Temporal Rift.
Temporal Rift. Okay. Is there a save?
Yeah, it should be 19.
19 Wisdom? Dex?
Wisdom.
Okay. So you have to pass a 19 Wisdom save.
I don't.
So then
God
you freeze him.
Damn it.
You guys are doing the standoff.
Is this just going to
We
turn into
need-
a battle where we're all fighting to be the chosen one?
We
here,
need to
or-
talk
I mean,
it
I'm
out.
not going to stay here.
I'm not planning on it either. I have things to do.
It's not whether or not we want to stay here. It shouldn't just... We can't just let someone just choose to stay here.
I want to roll an insight check to see if the thing is telling you the truth. That's really bad. I failed.
Am I able to talk while I'm immobilized?
Yeah.
You all know this to be true. As soon as he let the memories flood back into us, I don't know how you could question this at all.
Does whoever stays behind, do they need certain qualities to be able to sit on your throne?
They just need to make the choice.
I've made the choice. Damn you, do it.
Who were you before?
Is that really a choice, Willem? It sounds like you're making this out of obligation or like self-sacrifice.
I have nothing. I don't know who I am. I have nothing to me.
You're a clean slate. That means you have all the chance in the world to do whatever it is that you want to do.
But what if I'm not good? What if there's darkness in me I don't even know?
Then you'll find that out, and I know the goodness in you will overtake that.
Willem, I don't remember everything about you, but I know I apparently ran after you, so you mean something to me. So I don't know. Does it have to be this way?
You have the chance to start again.
And what about you?
You have a soul.
Sorry, Lewin.
You don't know that she doesn't.
He
For
just
sure.
said she doesn't.
Dad
Wait, what?
just said.
And he said she couldn't get it back. I'm sorry, but of all of us that are here, Lewin, I'm sorry, but you're the one that makes the most sense to stay.
This is not a choice one individual makes. You must all make this choice.
Fuck you, man.
I can't do that.
I mean, is this like
Willem's never gonna agree
Voting.
to leave Lewin here.
I don't think we're all gonna agree that Willem will stay here. You just came back. You can't just fucking leave again.
So everything is based on destiny. I would say if we looked at the big picture of everything, all of our paths, it seems like Lewin would be the person who was led back here to sit on the throne. She's the only one who has no unfinished business.
I refuse to believe that she's just an empty vessel.
That's not what I'm saying.
Meant to be thrown away.
This is not being thrown away.
What will happen to whoever stays here?
They will take my place
Is it
this
like
realm.
fun?
What do you do?
You wait for the next person to take your place.
Can you sell it a little bit harder?
And
Do you
when there are those...
get power?
Get your dick sucked all the time.
These vines go up your ass and tickle your prostate.
If I were to take your place, would I have the power to cure my brother?
No.
Oh.
You would control everything in this strata of existence.
Well, what the hell is this?
You would become, much like a god, you would become a god. If you believe in those things.
What if I did it? What happens to the Nightmare Diamond?
Oh, I'm
You
sure
would not be able to do it.
Fuck!
Your soul is locked in a place.
This is good.
Hold on.
We're making progress.
Why
I'm
is this
sorry. I
good?
have to. So that takes one out of the mix. But I do have to ask: if we're going to be destroying the Nightmare Diamond, is that going to affect Tomar
Yes.
in a negative way?
You will have to relinquish the hold of the Nightmare Diamond.
Do you have to have a soul to do this? Because if his soul...
It is not required.
What about the
Do you have one?
Something like that.
Soul Forge? Is that real? Would that be able to destroy it?
The Soul Forge would be able to destroy that if you could find it.
Is it not in the mountain?
It's in the mountain, but it's buried deep within. There is a very treacherous beast that guards it.
What kind?
Something to behold that might tear your mind apart.
That's a weird reaction to the. You
Just so the
grinned at
listeners
him.
know, Gorbel looked really pleased by that option.
There's a huge smile.
That was Michaela, not Gorbel.
Smiling, not in character.
I failed all of you when I left and lost the lineage stone.
You didn't choose that.
Also, you can't live your life just like trying to make up for some mistake as a kid. That's ridiculous.
For all the shit you did wrong, you did so much right. You have just as much a right to be a
I can
wolf
do
as anybody.
so much more right.
There is one person in this group who is meant to sit on that throne, and we know it's not Tomar, because he went and like married the Nightmare Diamond, and I don't think it's probably Smoochie, because you're like a king now.
I've got it good if I end up retiring someday. But I have
401k.
things I have to do. I would be very willing to do this if I could just cure Beldan and make sure that Ember was taken care of.
Can you imagine sitting here and never seeing them again, though? Sitting here and never fighting again, never moving.
Yeah. Been fighting my whole life.
Okay, well, you're not making this any easier.
I think he's putting on a brave face. Either way.
Just as long as they were taken care of.
How do we make a decision like this?
The decision is already made.
Could draw
Yeah.
twigs.
I don't think it's fair to let Lewin do this.
I think
Lewin wants
She's
to do
not
this.
she's not herself.
I think
she doesn't
we-
have a soul.
we all have
Part of it.
reasons not to do this. There's plenty of reasons not to do this. We're all people. We have lives. We have futures. It's not fair to ask anyone to choose to do that. The only fair thing is chance.
Chance it is.
So we roll for it.
Who's putting their...
How do you
Their hat in the
recommend we
ring.
do this?
I'm sorry.
How do you recommend we do this?
This is a choice you must all make. However,
Well, so Tomar can't even be in this because...
it would not take hold, not while he bears the Nightmare Diamond and not while a section of his soul is trapped in another plane.
Is there anybody else in this group who wouldn't make the cut?
Lewin, right? Because she doesn't have a soul.
Soul's not required.
Her soul is not trapped. It is gone.
Fuck.
Are you telling me she has absolutely no chance of regaining
You guys,
who she was?
She does not.
we have got to think about this.
Does she have any chance of forging a new identity, a new soul?
You cannot create a new soul, Willem, unfortunately.
How much do souls cost?
In the Matrix.
Guys, we are all going to have to go and fight the great adversary after this. And I'm sorry, Lewin.
No,
This seems harsh, but you probably
should
don't
be
remember. We used to be honest. But you don't really fight anymore. You're out of practice. I feel like
You're being real
awful
shitty about
right
this.
now.
I know I am, but we are all going to die and the world's going to get destroyed unless we defeat the great adversary.
I'll do it.
We're going to need your help.
it's going to be me, and it's not because I can't fight, because I think I can. I think all throughout...
Bitch.
Not what I'm saying.
No, I know, but I think it sounds like, I don't know past Lewin, but it sounds like people are very protective over Lewin, and she hasn't gotten to make a lot of, she is in my past self, hasn't gotten to make a lot of choices for myself, and this is one I think I need to make. And I think I can do it. I think it should be me.
I don't think you're yourself enough to decide.
It sounds like myself is gone, so I should be here.
Will it be Lewin?
It'll be me.
You must all agree.
Can't let you go.
You need to.
It's not
You'll
fair.
be okay.
It's not fair.
You have a life to live.
None of this is fair.
If you can look me in the eye and honestly tell me that you have no hope or aspiration of trying to have or regain yourself or a life outside of this, if you can look me in the eye and tell me that you have no hope to ever be able to regain the bond that we all had, that we all shared, even then I don't know if I could take
We
it.
saw it with the horses. You still have the ability to experience joy.
I do.
You're
I
not
mean,
a soulless husk.
it's not hopeless, but
If you have
if someone has to be here, it should be me. I don't have roots in this past life. It's like I'm meant to be somewhere different. I don't need to be held back in one place, and I can do this. Sure, there's hope for maybe being something different, but I've been wanting to know my place in this world, in all of this, why I'm alive, and this, I don't know, this empty thing with no memory, why I am this way. My purpose could be here. I might find it here. My hope might be here.
I agree. I know what it's like to feel wrong and like a piece of you is missing. If this is the only way that you can rectify that, then so be it.
Willem, I know it's hard, but just whatever you remember about me, just let it live on with you. I don't even have those memories, so they're yours. Use them. Be good, do good. And let me go here.
if you honestly think that that's what you want to do. If you want to do this, not out of any obligation to me or this group or anybody else. If you think that that's your destiny, that'll help make you feel whole again. I'm not saying in your way.
Lewin, you know that I don't want to leave you here. But I know that we all have a path that we're following. And I don't think yours is fighting with us.
I think I'm meant to do this. This is the first time I've remembered anything, and it has been frustrating not knowing. In your place, It seems like I'll happen to know a lot more. Is this true?
If you take my place, you will remember everything.
Can we see her again?
Perhaps, if she allows it.
Always.
Well, I don't know. There might be some bad memories back there.
I put my hand out.
She slapped
Like,
Jump up on the
she
throne.
just cuts it off.
So,
As in like to signify a vote.
oh, is this...
I put my hand on his.
Mine's in.
Smoochie.
This is my place.
When Hunter calls.
You had to say that.
When honor calls.
Will it be Lewin?
Yes.
You saw the vote, man.
Lewin,
Wait,
yes.
like, you still have, like, a good time, and you get to enjoy yourself, and it's not miserable, and those vines don't hurt you, right?
This is my realm, and there are many pathways to communicate with the material realm.
Can you make it look how you want here?
You can. This is how I choose. I enjoy the tulips.
Are you happy here?
Happiness, you could not understand. There's no term for this. This is my place. Much like whoever takes over for me, this will be their place. And there's no greater joy or jubilation than knowing where you are meant to be. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come here. And he, like, puts his arms out. He, like, stretches them out. This would be the time to say your goodbyes. He looks at all of you.
Bye! I hug Lewin. Thank you, Lewin. And I hope you do feel at home here. And like you belong. You deserve to feel that way.
Thank you.
I know we haven't seen each other in a long time, but you're always like a sister to us. And we won't forget that. What do you want to do with your belongings?
Oh my god, you douche.
Can I have your sister?
Use them for good. Use them to save the world, I guess. It sounds like I won't need them, right?
You will not.
So take it.
And so Lewin removes her sword from her waist, the one she's carried since the beginning of the journey. And she removes some of her, like, specialty items and sets them down on the ground.
I hand the sword to Willem.
Begrudgingly take it.
I mean, you don't want it to go to waste.
Is there anything she can keep?
She must be naked. No clothes.
Please no.
You may keep anything that you want.
Well, in my component pouch that I still carry around, I have a Jennifer feather in there. And I hand it to Lewin.
Thank you.
Maybe you'll remember this later.
I pull
hope
off one of the bear claws from my necklace and I hand it to her.
Thank you.
I know you don't remember anything now, but it sounds like you will here, and I guess I just look forward to that. To you remembering, our friendship.
I do too.
I mean, we'll be leaving here with many memories of you. And hopefully we'll be able to see you again.
Yeah.
I still have, kind of under my shirt, the leather necklace that the lineage stone was attached to.
I let him loose, by the way.
Thank you. And I take that off and I hand it to Lewin. I know you don't remember now, but it sounds like you're going to soon. And I hope that it just fills you with joy for the rest of eternity. And just know that for however long we're on whatever plane we're on, we're going to have that same memory of you, always.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you ready?
think so.
Before I do this, know this. When you take my position, the bit of me that remains will disperse. I will be waiting for you all in Wirekarag's Soul Forge. Come find me and destroy me there.
Destroy you?
Destroy me.
Why?
If I am on the material plane, I can only be used against you. So you must find me and destroy me.
Where are all the pieces again? You said there was one outside of Deepminster. There's one in me. There's you. What else?
That's it. Those are the 3.
You said there were 4.
I said there were 3.
Oh, so the one you were going to, tell us about was you.
That is me, and I will give that to you once Lewin takes my place.
He did say that.
Gotcha. Well, I thought it was going to, be something.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you remember I took a while to catch on to things.
Maybe less than you were leading people to believe.
I think that was a compliment, but I can't tell.
Thanks, Dad.
Are you ready?
Is this...
Any more advice? Anything else that you can give us? Anything else? Any direction?
Find me, destroy me, and if you can find the forge.
How will I know how to make it?
You'll know. All of you here will know. Are you ready, Lewin?
One last thing. What about Calcifer? What do we do? Is he in the cave?
Calcifer, the one who curses you, the one who plagues you, the one who haunts you, is an abomination that must be removed. Though what he is deep inside is a scared and lonely person who was once like you all, living in Moonreach as a boy. He came here too, if you'll remember. And he raises his hand, and you guys remember now, kind of in a misty memory, playing here for many, many years, and the little boy Lars was there as well. The one who you guys thought was a half-orc, but turned out to be half-hobgoblin.
So where is he?
It is not his fault that he became this way, this twisted and broken thing. But it is what he is now. I believe that he lies in the great black ziggurat that floats above the ocean. That should be your final place. Go to the forge.
Is there any way of saving Lars, or do we need to destroy him completely?
The only safe way would be destruction. Though I will admit, even in my many aeons of existence, I have been surprised. I cannot guide you on what you need to do there. Only that when the time comes, I believe you will know what the proper course of action is. Our time is fleeting. Are you ready, Lewin?
I'm ready.
And he stretches his arms out again. Come here, my child.
I'll come over there.
And he kind of, as you slowly approach, he wraps you in a hug, and you guys watch as there's this bright, blinding light for just a moment in their place. And suddenly, there is a shift in the air. And it goes off in all directions. All of the flowers rattle, and they toss in this breeze. And when the light fades, you can see Lewin, her hair long, lustrous, filled with flowers, sitting on a throne of flowers. And there are several small animals perched near the base of it, and a tall, straight-backed deer looking at you guys quizzically.
I kept the tulips too.
And the tulips are still there. And Lewin,
as things start to fade around you, as you watch them sort of start to jitter, you guys feel that you're being pushed to somewhere else. And the last thing you see is Lewin leaning her head back, happy tears sliding down her cheeks. Lewin, the last thing you see before they disappear is you feel this intense and all-knowing knowledge kind of flood into you, and you remember everything. And you guys are brought back outside of the cave, outside of Moonreach. And in your hand, Willem, you're holding the orb that you touched deep in that other plane. One of the pieces of Calcifer's life force. So, you're all standing outside of the cave. It is now late evening, late afternoon, getting close to early evening.
Holding the orb, I walk over to Tomar and I grab his hand and I put it in his.
Tomar, when he does that, you feel this intense warmth in your chest.
Ooh, shit.
What is it?
Is it still there?
The orb?
The warmth.
The warmth is still there, yes.
You better hold on to this.
What's going on?
The minute you hand it back to Willem, the warmth fades.
Nightmare Diamond didn't like that.
Shit. Smoochy? I hold it up to Smoochy.
I take it,
You don't feel any different?
put it in my pouch.
Okay.
You better keep that safe amount. Now, if you're holding on to that, you have to stick with us.
I mean, through this part, yeah. We've got some.
Wow, that was really
Stuff to
non-committal.
Well,
Well, I do have other things I need to tend to.
but you know what they say.
There's some, like, world-ending things that are
That's
going
why
to
I
happen.
said after this thing.
And when honor calls.
Well, God, we need to... Our friends are still in there. Should we, like, sneak up behind them and spook them?
I feel like
'Cause they saw us
now's
going.
not
Do you
the
think they have
time
any
for
idea where we went?
joking.
No, they'd think we're still in the puddle,
God
probably.
damn, they probably think that we drowned or some
Pinwin's
shit.
probably
Wait.
trying to hop in, too.
Father said that time worked differently there than it does here.
Why are you calling him that?
It's
Hey, you
what-
have the memories, too.
Yeah.
I have a father.
It's what I did too.
And that's a thing too. You guys do remember now spending an inordinate amount of time in that realm. That memory has not faded, and
He's our master splinter, yo.
and it has sort of realigned itself in your memories from when originally you just thought that you were pulled underneath for a few seconds, like Gorbel mentioned, and then spit back out, having a feel of the type of life you would pursue. What sort of...
I was the first one that went in, right?
Correct.
How long was I there before they showed up?
A long time. Every single time you guys came in. So Tomar was the first one, then it was Willem, then it was Smoochy, then it was Gorbel, and Lewin was the last one to go in. And each time you guys entered, it seemed like aeons passed. Maybe days, maybe aeons, maybe months, weeks. It's impossible to know. A long time passed between each time.
Well, so at this point, I don't even know if they're still there.
We need to check, though.
Let's go.
So you guys...
We have to fight the fucking monster.
Well, the last time that we were in there, like less than a day had passed, right? I'm assuming we're back in.
Yeah, it was
our own
like
time.
instant when we came back. So they're probably, I mean, for all we know.
Let's hope. Yeah,
Probably
let's
still
go
just
check.
looking into the pool trying to see us.
We rush off to go check on them.
So you guys head back into the cave. The door's still open. You pass through. But as you reach that first fork, give me a perception check.
I'm the worst at perception.
30.
Damn.
Percepted the fuck out of this hallway.
12.
15.
It's perceived.
17.
It's ascended.
It's unascended.
What did you get? I'm sorry.
15.
Okay. And yours was?
12.
Okay. So it's enough. Tomar, you're the first to spot it, though. You see at that first fork where you guys originally went left, just down, just fading into the dim, you can see a shape on the right-hand path that looks like it very similar to Calcifer. And then you guys all see this. But it fades into the dim down the right-hand path.
What the fuck?
Should we go check the room or should we follow that bastard?
We should go and see if he hurt them.
If he's here, then he's doing some kind of shenanigans.
I think we need to get to our friends.
Get back to the room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys head to the left, and you head down that hallway. You take your turns, and you head in through the room with originally the trap and the puzzle, and you head through there,
What the hell?
and you see that there is just a massive hole where the room once was.
Oh, shit.
I peered down into the hole.
Give me a perception check.
I swear to God, if Maury did this.
29.
There looks like there's been a ton of destruction. There's still some flames down there, but otherwise the room is completely empty. You do see that there is an open hatch.
There's no creature?
There's no creature.
Oh
There's
my
an
God, we got
open
there at
hatch.
like the last half second.
There is no response.
They almost definitely went down there.
Well, I think they would have fallen for sure.
Should we investigate? Should we go down there? Or should we turn back and
This is
follow
like
That's
Calcifer?
where they are, I'm assuming.
this is
Wait,
like the one
we're gonna have to get
time you
down
guys
there.
can
Wait,
think
wait.
it through with
Is
without
there
acting.
is there
right away.
anything that we can see? Any evidence of
This might be a bullshit illusion. Maybe we go the other way.
Give me a perception check.
Maybe the floor is still here, actually.
Jump on it.
I'll jump.
Nah.
Are you going to jump?
Nope.
Jump.
28 for perception.
28. You see before he jumps, you see a far-flung drop 80 feet down below and a bunch of destruction, but you don't see anything. You see that there
Any
was definitely
evidence?
evidence of them having been here. You see something exploded a bunch.
Maury's work.
Yeah, you can see that there's blood kind of splashed on some of the walls. You can see that the
A
room.
Hirstag shape on the floor by the hole.
There's definitely been a lot of chaos here, and there's an open hatch. And you jump, Smoochie, and you fall.
Okay, I'm falling. I'll rage.
You'll rage. Okay, so you guys watch as you. And you fall 80 feet.
Jesus. What was
Not an illusion!
Was it D6 per 10 feet?
Yeah.
So 8d6. You take 14 fall damage normally, which is halved by your rage, right? So you take 7 damage. So you guys watch as he
It's not
hits the
that
rock,
bad.
and the rock seems more damaged than him.
Superhero landing.
You
All right.
dumb ass orc.
I'll just land on my feet, it's fine.
Jesus, Smoochie.
Why?
Could have been an illusion.
Other ways of testing it.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm going to activate my wings and glide down.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot you had those.
So Tomar slowly glides down to the ground.
Some of us don't have wings.
I fly back up and I grab Willem. Carry him in my arms and fly down.
Thank you.
Others of us don't have
And then I fly back up and I grab Gorbel. And then I fly back down and then drop her 5 feet above the ground.
Give me acrobatics.
Sucker. I knew that was coming. 28.
So she lands. She does a little flip and lands super awesomely.
I dropped you. Sorry.
Yeah, I had a fucking feeling you would.
Hey, you made it most of the way.
All right, come on, guys. Make our way to the trapdoor.
I'll stroll all confidently to the door.
I walk up to Willem and I put my hand on his shoulder. Are you going to be all right? That was heavy.
Not for a while, man.
All right. Well, let me know if you need to talk about it or something.
Right on.
Okay, you guys have encountered this hole in the ground. An ornate door lies open. And a long shaft beneath that.
God damn it.
Just gonna stand over it and try to jump into the bottom of it.
Yeah, I kind of grab onto Smoochie's back of his neck, of his shirt.
All right. This time...
I think I could survive
This
that.
time... No, dumbass. All right. This time, just hang on to me, and then I'll fly you down, and I'll come back up, and I'll grab all your asses.
Sounds like a plan.
Do I see the water?
You can see a faint glimmer of water way down there.
I'll stroll her like a motherfucker.
Belly flop.
That's a long way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't make this weird. All right. Take him down.
So Tomar flies up and down, bringing you guys to this water and a hole in the wall.
How did they get through all of this?
This looks like Maury's work.
Yeah. That little chick is weird.
All right, well, I guess it looks like they went this way.
Hirstag would keep them safe.
So you guys climb into the hole and slide down. And you end up in a muddy tunnel. And you can see the signs. You don't even need to be good at tracking to see a ton of footprints all over in the mud.
Looks like three people were walking hand in hand.
Do you guys pursue down the right path?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
You guys head down the right path. And after a few minutes, you see off in the distance torchlight. A lot of torchlight. How do you want to approach this?
I think we're all pretty eager to find our friends.
So,
Yeah.
torchlight, like there's torches on the wall.
Torches.
All you
one
can
torch.
see is the flickering light of torchlight off in the down the hallway, but a lot of it.
Do you guys want me to scout ahead?
Let's all go together. He can freeze us in place.
All right, let's
He
go.
already knows
I
we're
guess
here.
it's
We
better
saw
to
his fucking
freeze
body.
to have one of us frozen than all of us.
Tell you what, I'll bring up the rear. I'm going to cast invisibility
Okay.
on myself.
All right, so Willem casts invisibility. And invisibility. 5 experience to me. And you guys make a cautious walk down. He's invisible, and you guys approach this cavernous room. A large altar that goes about 60, maybe 80 feet in the air, made of ornate stone. Tomar, if it was a different scenario, you'd probably appreciate this stone quite a bit. It looks old and well-crafted. But along the stairs leading up to the top of this altar are these raging torches. The fire is stoked almost too high to be a normal torch. And at the top, you see Calcifer slowly shifting in place, staring right at the group. He waits for a beat, and then he looks down at you guys, and then he looks up and around, and he says, "Hey guys, thanks for finally joining the party. Do you want to stay down here, or do you want to join everybody else up here?" And he points up, and you guys can see this cavern is massive. It goes up 200 feet, and there's a faint light at the top. Torches are in sconces all the way up, but at the very top there's a weird luminescent shield, something kind of reflecting this torchlight. But you can see floating in midair are Vocha, Herc, Maury, Lance, Zyko, Shadow, Pinwin, and Hirstag. All of them have their heads pressed to their chins, their toes pointed down as they float slowly in the air. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Calcifer's Pennywise.
Fuck beans.
We're all fucking floating down here. All right.
So, that was a fucking phenomenal session. If I do say so myself, you guys did a fantastic job.
Yeah, first episode we have a big badass fight, and then this shit.
I like roleplay so much more than combat.
But you do, like, good in combat. Like, you end up doing some fucking, killer instinct shit.
It's, like, boring until I get to clap my hands.
And I think that lends itself to how much you enjoy the role playing is because you bring the creative side of combat.
I would say so.
Like, have you guys ever played with Barbies?
I think we covered this
Because
already.
I think you would love it.
I have, and I do.
Still.
If you guys ever want to play, like, I would.
We're
play.
basically playing Barbies.
We basically are.
Yep.
All right. Well, fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's.
Billy.
He's so spilly.
You're Billy. I'm Spilly.
Yep. You're the potato one.
Okay, so let's dole out some experience here. So we're gonna do experience for everybody, and I'm gonna just clump it all together because it was all you guys doing it. But then we'll do additional experience per character like we normally do. Okay.
Gotcha.
So every single person for experience is going to take 8,500 experience.
God damn.
So that would be, for me, that would be Smoochie and Hirstag?
Correct. We're just gonna make this easy because you each did a half episode. But the thing is that it was both sides were completely different, and both sides did a lot of fucking shit.
8,500, right?
8,500.
Yep. It was a heavy fucking episode.
Yeah, it was.
The first half was lighthearted. The second half was like fucking whoa,
Whoa, mama.
whoa, mama.
Whoa, man. Bird. Jailbird.
For the, I'm not gonna worry about the first half right now, but for the amazing second half, extra experience to Smoochie, to Tomar, to Willem, and to Gorbel. Unfortunately, Lewin, you have ascended to godhood, which is the.
Too busy being a god.
But like I said, you will definitely have something at your disposal. You guys are each going to take an additional 200 experience points because that was fantastic. It was really good. I got really misty-eyed. Yeah, you guys did a fantastic job. On that note, we'll switch back to the first half, and we're going to award you guys a little bit more experience. Those in the Chaos Company and stuff like that, which doesn't really matter a whole ton. I just have to update it anyway. But Pinwin and Hirstag for going down the shaft, going down the other shaft, and doing your shit. Pinwin for tracking. Hirstag for being fucking Hirstag and getting sucked into that fucking hole. You guys are also going to take an additional 200 experience points.
Okay.
And Pinwin, if you don't have inspiration, you will have inspiration, but you will have
inspiration.
Okay, so we'll
Pinspiration.
Inspiration.
What else do you guys deserve experience for?
Stopping Willem from sacrificing himself.
100 experience.
Having to be the mean guy.
100 experience.
Trying to stop Lewin.
100 experience for putting yourself forward in that. And Smoochie can take 100 as well for also offering himself as an option and being the most resistant to the final outcome, but still accepting it.
Thinking to keep Lewin's blade for Willem.
Yeah, you can have. I'll give you 100 for that because I wasn't even considering that.
Giving Lewin a token.
Everyone who gave Lewin a token, take an additional 100 experience points. I think Tomar was the only one who did.
Yeah, he just
I just
took.
took.
No, you took the necklace.
Give me your stuff.
Oh, that didn't.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry.
For testing to see if the hole was an illusion by jumping through it.
Smoochie can have
Negative
50 experience points.
Flying everyone to safety, making it
You
way
get an
easy.
additional 50 for that because that was without that it would have been a lot longer episode.
Nah, I just would have polymorphed.
For being the only one to insight check the guy to see if he was lying.
25 because it wasn't very effective.
It wasn't, but I was the only one.
You
to
were,
think
so
of
you
it.
will get some
Finding our next course of action.
plot point stuff. You can have 100 for that, but because there was a lot of contribution, 50 as well for everybody else except for Lewin. I'm sorry, Lewin.
No, it's okay.
I would argue the interaction between Willem and Lewin, although I feel bad because Lewin, obviously, I mean, at this point, Lewin's level 999 or whatever. It's over 9,000, but the Willem-Lewin interaction.
You can have 100 experience points for that.
Good.
You guys did fantastic with that. Yeah, it was really, really good. So, any other additional experience, especially on the first half?
I would say for Maury for being a total creep.
Absolutely, Maury.
Okay. Maury is going to get an additional 150 experience for being a total creep.
For not metagaming and swimming down towards the bomb, knowing that Hirstag would not know that they knew that Maury had planted a bomb down
You
there.
don't get punished for metagaming.
Yes.
So
you can
there.
have. You guys can all actually, because you guys played that part really well, so you guys can all take 50 experience points because you did what you would have done. And you guys knowing Maury, knowing instantly, like, holy fuck, she she did a fucking thing. Yeah. All right. Is it time for the MVPC?
MVPC.
All right, guys, it's time for the MVPC. So here we go. This is going to be difficult, but we're only going to vote for the second half. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Since, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so Tomar is 1, Hirstag is 2, Lewin is 3, Gorbel is 4, and Willem is 5. And sorry, I said Hirstag, but I meant Smoochy for number 2. So 1 Tomar, 2 Smoochy, 3 Lewin, 4 Gorbel, 5 Willem. You have 3 seconds to decide. 1.
Wait, what were that again?
1 is Tomar, 2 is Smoochy, 3 is Lewin, 4 is Gorbel, 5 is Willem.
Okay.
Count how many episodes we have. That is how many times we have done this.
It's easier to remember when we're sitting in the right order. I just
That's
look at
why
the...
I was so pro sitting in the same order.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to be this big of an issue, guys. Do you get it now, though? Do you know?
Yeah,
I do.
totally.
Okay. All right. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we have 4 votes for Lewin and 1 vote for Willem. Tomar, why'd you vote for Lewin?
Duh.
Smoochy, why'd you vote for Lewin?
Because she's a god now. And that's really badass.
Gorbel, why'd you vote for Lewin?
We had to see Lewin, like, just being hardly a character. Just, like, walking. Well, we carried her around basically in a coma for a long time. And then she couldn't remember anything. She didn't really do anything. And that was just a really intense and cool thing that she got to do. And Lindsey played it really well. So it was awesome.
Yeah, I'll say something in a second, but Willem, why'd you vote for Lewin?
I couldn't vote for myself. No. Yeah, just... that was the best role-playing, I might say, that I've ever seen. Definitely from Lindsey. But, like, that was completely fucking balls to the wall. That was insane. And just being able to play off of that made me feel great. And that was one of the best and most intense times I've ever had playing D&D or role-playing ever.
Yeah.
And so, thank you.
Cool.
Not that it matters, but why'd you vote for Willem?
Not that anyone gives a shit about that.
He was really good at playing off of me.
So I made him cry.
Yeah, I mean, he was crying on command. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, just the really good role play. Like, yeah, started out as siblings. It's just kind of crazy. I don't know.
I will say, like, you took a character that when you first started, you didn't really know, because you were brand new to the game. You had Lewin. You didn't really know what to do with Lewin, and then you chose Pinwin. And then when Lewin was brought back very vacant, and in like half of one episode, you filled Lewin with like so much personality and like just found that character that is so impressive. It was amazing. And I'll go on record saying that. And I don't go on record saying anything except hot dogs are gross.
And Morton salt is the shit.
I'm sorry, this is going to tear me in.
Hungry Man Dinners.
And Hungry Man Dinners. Okay, 3 things I go on record with.
Yeah.
But no.
We're bringing it back, man.
So tonight's MVPC is Lewin. Woo! Good fucking job.
Now I'm curious to see what we would vote for if it wasn't Lewin. Just out of
Willem.
curiosity.
Ooh.
You would vote Willem?
Yeah.
I would have voted for me.
You
If I
arrogant
could.
prick.
But you wouldn't have that option
I know.
anytime.
Sucks.
I'm kind of curious now, too.
Well,
We could do that after the episode.
blew my load, so everybody knows what I'm.
Bonus content for us. Fuck you.
So, since we can't really award 500 experience for Lewin because she has the ultimate
We
experience.
get all of it.
No, I'm going to devise something as a sort of reward for you, Lindsey, either a boon or some extra special feature, because that was fantastic. So,
I really feel like everyone like brought their absolute A game.
yes,
to it.
you all
Like, yeah.
you all fucking
Triple A game.
nailed it. It was like I said, like it wasn't like Lindsey, you playing was phenomenal and it was a huge integral part, but you guys all did an amazing job. That
I
was
think-
for
I
a
think
bunch
what
of
you were
fucking
saying-
moron like dick joke making idiots that you guys can apparently pull some fucking drama out of your ass, which is fantastic.
I agree with you. It was most impressive, though, with Lindsey and Lewin because she built a character that was so blank and was really not, like, adding much to the story in the episodes when she came back, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah.
that was super fucking cool.
Yeah, you took a blank slate and gave her life, so that's fucking fantastic. So
Bob Ross the shit out of that. You painted a goddamn picture.
we're gonna stop
Thank you,
jerking you off.
thank
Don't
you.
worry.
Okay,
So,
yeah. Lindsey,
Oh no, it's getting
shut
everywhere.
up.
It's in my hair.
my eyes. All
The
right.
salt.
So thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thanks a lot to Chad Piper for rocking that intro song. Adrian Von Ziegler with the background music. So hopefully there's going to be something fucking epic during that whole scene.
You know it.
We are the D20 Syndicate.
Patreon.
Wait. Oh, Patreon. Sorry.
Just fucking
social
do it.
media.
There's more.
Donate to our Patreon. We're starving. I have been just not feeding Elijah for days.
I'm eating
His
a
water
bowl of
bowl is
olives.
blank. And yeah, please donate, like, subscribe, check us out on social media. But most importantly, seriously, just keep listening and sharing. We really appreciate it, and we really enjoy doing this. So please do that for us. I am Seth, your host and DM, and this has been the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Goodbye.
It's appreciated, by the way.
It's just suck my dick.
Guys, I've got all this meat I have to unthaw.
If you're the voice of reason and the adventure is like over, like they have fucked up.
I was like, I don't have a gun. Like, we are in alleys. It's dark.
And I usually do.
I left it in the hotel room.
Just a desert eagle.
Like,
Sitting on the bed, like somebody's like making the bed.
They're
but looking
vacuuming
at it.
around it.
And they were just
I imagine
like,
you leaving it the pole dancing class.
It falls out of your waistband when you're flipping upside down on the pole. I'm a desert eagle.
Whoops.
yeah.
Y'all
No,
were supposed to
But you
see
guys
that.
didn't die.
we didn't. But yeah. So
Well,
we're
at
like,
least Lindsey didn't.
yeah. I mean,
The only survivor.
But it's so chill about it. And I was just like, dude, what's up? And he's like, hey. It's like, that's the amount of interaction we've always had. Like, just what's up and hey.
We're always like super excited when we run into each other, but then we just leave each other really fast.
I feel like that's exactly the same thing. Like, dude, what's up?
Yeah, we immediately were like, literally like, like, because it was at this random club. I was like, we're going to get killed. And then I see Steve and I'm like,
we're not going to get killed.
It's Steve.
That was like when I saw Jake and Nicole and Jake's brother Dan in Chinatown in Chicago randomly. I didn't know they were coming. We were just getting ready to hop back on the train, and they were coming off of the train, and I saw him from across the street, and Jake was in the back, and everybody else was in front of him, and I was like, he didn't see me at all. So I run across the street right up behind him, and I smack him super hard on his butt. Which in hindsight is probably a fucking terrible thing. Yeah. Terrible thing to do to somebody when they're already on edge. And he was like he froze up, and then he turned around and he was like, oh my God. He was like, all I was thinking is everyone I know is in front of me. I was like, sorry, man.
That's good.
Gotta turn my sound off.
Man.
But that was so weird to just like encounter. There's a lot of instances like that though. Like there's a ton of Reddit threads where people are like, "What's the weirdest coincidence you've had?" And it's like me. I was in Australia just randomly. I decided to pick up a ticket and go with my friend, and we went and we were there for a week. And I was sitting in a restaurant, and at the next table over was my next door neighbor.
What the fuck?
The craziest one is this dude started dating this chick, and they were getting ready to get married. He had proposed. They'd been together like 2 years, and he goes to meet her grandma for the first time, and above the like mantle of her fireplace is a bunch of pictures, and there's a picture from when they went to
On vacation
yeah,
somewhere.
like to Disneyland, and in the background he's a kid in that picture, and she's in that picture too, and they took a picture. He's like, "That was me from Disneyland," and she's like, "Oh my God!" Like that's a wild coincidence.
Turns out they're related.
They were in the same picture holding hands.
Shit. Your grandma's my grandma?
Shit. Not again.
You ever have dick cheese?
There's a cream for that.
It's a cream cheese.
It's a cream cheese, motherfucker.
It becomes canon once we say it.
Yep.
That's true.
I grew up in Disney World.
Or we do two,
I have an AK-47.
or we do two, and the other one is bonus content for people.
It's my packed weapon.
can also
I'm
work.
packed of the blade, and my blade is an AK-47. And I can conjure it as a bonus action. Are you just coloring it all pencil?
It is really cathartic just watching the lines fill in.
It
I
feels
love it.
good.
Said the serial killer.
You should see my victims.
They hate it.
That feels even better.
And so in 2 minutes, you could ascend fairly deep. You ascend about 100 feet.
Descend.
Did I say descend?
You said ascend,
Said ascend.
dipshit.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I swear I said descend.
You said it twice.
I think I just did a soft D.
No, you definitely said
Why would I say
ascend.
ascend? I know the difference.
We go back to the dipshit remark, I think.
I thought you said descend. I don't know though.
Thank you, Billy.
I'm sorry.
The one at the table who thought you said that, everyone else was like,
He's the closest, so.
Billy,
we have headphones on, you
Fuck you.
To be fair, I was distracted with
Don't backpedal now, buddy.
Inappropriate
I
joke.
think, I
'cause
think you
he
were
said,
distracted.
Go,
You guys can suck my ick.
Oh, is that a softie?
It's going to be for you for the rest of your life.
which isn't long because you only have 2 more minutes to be going down on the
Just
soft
like
D.
the softy. Yep.
Guys, we did it. We made a whole joke. All right. So
It
you,
took all of us.
you descend.
It takes a bit.
And
so you have to ascend.
Okay, so I undescend to the surface.
Fuck you guys.
D on ascend.
D'Angelo.
We like grew up a block away from each other and we'd hang out like every day, but somehow that evolved into him tying my shoes because I didn't know how to tie my shoes up until like the end of first grade. And so I would literally, my mom went to conferences and the associate was talking. She's like, he's a pretty cool kid, but there's something weird. He'll be on the playground. If his shoe is untied, he will scream, "Dustin!" and point at his shoe. And he'll come run and tie his shoe, and then they'll just go run off. was really, really telegraphed there.
You know, I really wanted to like olives. Kinsey put them on her fingers when we were kids, and they looked really cool.
I love doing that.
Yeah, I was really jealous, and I was like, I'm gonna like olives, so I can do that. And then I tried one, and I was like, oh no.
Well, granted, her finger was still attached, so.
Got a little bit of a nail in there.
All right.
We would always pretend to be like aliens and like
Yes, that's the best.
The thing from Pan.
Seriously, yeah.
tap our fingers.
Yep.
All right, let's get started.
Same thing with bugles. It was the same move for
Yes,
witches too.
that's what bugles were for.
I think everyone did that with bugles.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it was
fun.
I can't
mandatory.
fit my fingers in bugles anymore.
Oh, no.
I try.
What's happening
Sometimes
with
I can do it on the
wires?
pinky, and then I pretend it's a little witch coke
Tiny.
finger.
A witch coke finger.
Abracadabra.
Is that witches?
Abracadabra. I was just doing like Harry
Gonna
Potter.
reach
reach
out
out.
and grab ya.
With Funyun fingers. Bugle fingers.
Funyun.
He's the bugle finger boy from Company B.
Funyun O-rings.
You ever put your weeder on a Funyun? Or
What?
vice versa? Vice versa.
Yeah, you ever
Slide it on.
You ever played like the carnival
Horseshoes?
game? Yeah, with Funyuns, but your dick.
But it doesn't work unless you have a boner, so you have to like.
Yeah, you got to
help
maintain it.
Yeah.
I haven't
A lot of
tried that one.
concentration.